I'm excited about the season. I know our staff, we had a great spring, and making preparations for a team that lost 5 seniors to graduation, and all of them were starters, put a lot on our plate in the spring. But I think the development of our players in the spring was tremendous. We had a lot of success when we competed in the spring, which helped our confidence. We've got a lot of really good athletes. I think the major concern for us is all of those athletes were in not major roles in terms of late game production. So we didn't ask many of them to take the pressure swing late in games, that kind of thing. So they're going to have to learn to deal with that pressure. Spring's a little bit different than fall, so they were able to do that a little bit in the spring. But I think now it's on their shoulders to step up and make those plays late in games, and I'm sure they're more than capable. Great group of athletes that worked very hard, and so far our first 3 practices have been very productive and informative, and should be a really good year.
Haven't you been in this spot before where you lost most of your frontliners and had good reserves?
Sure.
But how did that go?
Yeah, in 03 we graduated 5-6 seniors that all played quite a bit. In 2011, same thing. I think a lot of these players that are returning, while they maybe aren't, statistically have great numbers in terms of production, like they're not putting up 3-4 kills per set up to this point. They could certainly have done that had we chosen to set them. You take Sasha and Jordan, Casey. If they were on the floor, Tatiana, on a regular basis, they could easily put up 3-4 kills a set. We just didn't need them to because of the seniors we had. So now it's their turn, and it's a good group. I like them a lot, and I think they understand that they're going to have to up their game a little bit and take on a little bit more responsibility, and they're prepared.
Do you see a little bit of Gwen and Sasha Lee?
Yeah, the confidence. Sasha's a very confident player right now. She's developed quite a bit, and athletically, both their athleticism off the charts. We can do a lot of different things. Sasha's a little bit more quiet on the floor. Gwen was a little bit more of a vocal leader, but I think Sasha will get there. It's just a matter of time.
Has there been maybe 1 or 2 players you've seen a lot of growth from in the off season, spring, and so far here for a couple days of practice?
Yeah, quite a few, and that's an exciting thing. But I think the names that pop out right away are Casey Tome and Jordan Avalos. I think have made huge improvements in their games, and Casey now can do more than just attack a ball. She's become a better blocker, a better defender. She's not great at those things yet, but she's certainly better than she was. She serves the ball really well. Jordan has better range as an attacker than she did before. She can hit the ball away from her body, and she's an elite serve receiver. I said when we recruited her, I thought she could be like a national team libero someday. But we need her as an outside hitter. So the ball control is one thing. That's certainly an element that we need on our team, but she's a much better attacker now. Hits the ball really hard. Ball flies off her hand. It's a little bit like a tornado still. It's impressive to watch from a distance, but you don't know where things are landing as you get up close. So, but she's really impressive. Those 2 in particular are liberos. Ari and Kaylee are both tremendous and do a lot of great things for us.
You like having a target on your back, Coach?
Yeah, it is what it is, right? I think our players need to understand that every night you have to play well. We've never taken anybody lightly. I think that's one of the reasons we've had the success we've had in terms of beating teams with similar athleticism or even a bit better athleticism. Our record's pretty good. So we go into one match at a time and prepare the same way. And if teams are shooting for us, we're kind of used to that now after a few years.
Do you need some of these freshmen to play right away?
Yeah, we do. Hannah Combs is very capable. She comes from an elite club background. She's 6'3", and she's got oven mitts for hands, and she's a pretty strong kid, and she can do a lot of things. Crash Parker, is just learning the setting position at this level, but has a lot of really impressive athletic abilities. Her body control's tremendous, and she's got a good touch. And as she just refines some technical things and gains confidence, she's just going to get better and better. So I think those two in particular can play right away. Megan Hart's coming back. She just got cleared from that ACL injury she suffered a year ago. So I think as time goes on, she's going to play a factor. But she's got to get her feet wet here for a little while, and but we'll see some freshmen on the floor at times.
With a team that's not as experienced as last year's team, do you like the way the schedule is kind of set up this year too, where maybe you don't have as many Power 5 programs as you have, and if you get Texas A&M and Arizona here, but do you like the way the schedule's set up with this type of team?
Yeah, we couldn't play the same. Well, we could, but what's the point of playing the same schedule we played last year? Last year we had one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the country. We wanted to play some quality teams again, obviously, and we've got that in Texas A&M, who's the SEC champion, and I think picked to win it again. We've got Arizona, who'll be better than they were a year ago, and we get them on our home floor. Sac State was top 2 or 3 in the Big Sky, and then we open with UNLV, a good team out of the Mountain West, who's supposed to be better than they were a year ago, and Santa Barbara, who traditionally is a very, very good team. They struggled last year with injuries and youth, but they got a couple transfers. They got everybody healthy, so they'll be a contender in the Big West.